the Clippers here in Los Angeles as 2K Sports presents our action live from the Staples Center. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Happy to have you along for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now time for the State Farm opening lineups. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Chris Paul.
Well, you know, one of the toughest commodities to find in this league, Kevin, is a great point guard, not only on the floor, but off the floor. Chris Paul is a model leader. He's a guy who is probably as talented as any point guard in the league, but his leadership qualities, I think, put him over the top.
You know, it isn't just the inspiration off the court or making big-time baskets. I mean, the way he passes is infectious to his team. I mean, it's contagious, and it usually ends up permeating the whole team. Same goes for his defense. I mean, he'll come up with that big steal and can completely change the momentum with the kind of plays he can make at both ends of the floor.
Butler. Jordan with the screen on LeBron. Butler kicks to Jordan. Battier with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And taken away by Paul. Paul left side. Outside Billups. The dish now to Butler. This one for three. Offensive rebound. Paul dishes to Billups. Launches a three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And now to Doris Burke, who spoke with Vinny Delmaker. Doris?
We talked about their defensive game plan, and he said, for Dwayne Wade, you've got to make him a jump shooter and not fight for his pump fakes. When you do that, it's a foul or he's going to go right by you for the dunk. Kevin, Wade known for that deadly shot fake. We'll see if they can stay disciplined.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
Well, he did a nice job of getting himself into just enough of an open area to find that spot for his shot.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game.
Well, you think about what Chris Paul meant to the Clippers, guys, not just on the floor, and that's pretty obvious. He's one of the best point guards in the league, if not the best. But it had more to do with the identity of the team. I think people took them seriously after that deal. And in fact, you know, in LA, there was a budding rivalry between the Clippers and the Lakers for, you know, who was the city's best team. And that had never been a question before.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. 5 to shoot. Here's Chalmers. Jordan with the block. And Griffin, here we go. Outside Billups. It's stolen by Wade. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. And the dunk by LeBron. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Butler. The shot will not go. Nice D from Bosch. For so long, Steve, you know, it seemed that the Clippers were always the second fiddle, but with Chris Paul ending up there and not in a Laker uniform, it just changed the whole mindset, Clark, it seems, of the franchise.
And if you've had the tough breaks that the Clippers have had over the years, you know, one big moment or big player acquisition like a Chris Paul can really move your franchise in a totally different direction.
Free throw good, LeBron.
You know, the Heat knew it was all about the playoffs for them last year, Kevin, and ultimately they would be judged on if they were able to win a title or not. That's maybe harsh, but that truly is the reality for that group.
It is there, you're right. And finished off by Griffin.
Did you see that?
Oh, we got to see that one again, guys. We've got to see that again.
I need a replay. I'm not sure what I just looked at.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wade outside. Makes the lead pass. And that one's good by Bosch. Yeah, Clark, they cruised early, and once Derrick Rose got hurt and the Bulls were knocked out, they were the heavy favorites to reach the finals. But it was a struggle at times. You know, Indiana gave them a real good second round.
Yeah, and then Boston took them to 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals, even had them down 3-2. But in the end, it was finally LeBron's turn, and he was amazing during the championship round against Oklahoma City. And it was very impressive the way he responded to his critics and played about as well as you can possibly play in an NBA Finals. Congratulations to Miami and to LeBron.
Here's Chalmers following the basket by Blake Griffin. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Yeah, the fans not happy at all with that whistle.
And the fans, as you would expect, not allowing their feelings to be kept on mute, they didn't care for that one.
Lamar Odom is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And a new group in for the Heat. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Bosch. Lewis comes in for Shane Battier. Ray Allen is checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. And it's Paul missing.
What a roller coaster ride it was for Chris Paul last season. Traded originally from New Orleans to the Lakers. That deal was rescinded. Then he was moved to the Clippers, where, of course, he teamed with Blake Griffin to form one of the highlight reel duos in the NBA.
Now here's Butler. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Butler's got 5. They get a hand on it, and taken away by Paul. Here's Billups. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. And going back to the Chris Paul trade saga, you know, it's so unusual to have one trade veto, then end up in the same town and in the same arena, but on a different team. That was a weird story, Clark.
And I think it's fed into the rivalry between the Lakers and Clippers, quite honestly, Kevin. I mean, you're right. It was very unique and weird and strange and funky, but I think it's fueled what looks to be a rivalry that'll last for a while in L.A.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Hill comes in for Caron Butler. And it's Crawford in for Chris Paul. Now here's Wade, looking for his first bucket of the game.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Billups passes to Hill. Passes it to Jordan. Crawford outside. Odom from the arc. That's good.
Boy, such a great touch, and with his size, I mean, he can go anywhere he wants offensively.
30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Lewis to halt the run. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
Made that one look easy, didn't they?
"19 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Billups kicks to Hill. No good with the triple. Wade with it. Allen drives in. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
That free throw good from Allen. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Allen drops them both.
Well, you love having him at the line, and he's certainly living up to that reputation tonight.
And here we go with Eric Bledsoe. Now Griffin inside. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And it's 6 points for Blake Griffin.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play.
That free throw good from Griffin. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.